everyone. Before I begin, I want to thank you for joining me on the Gold is Money and Money is Currency presentation. My name is Kevin Boyette. I thought I would just share a picture of myself with you all, so if we run into one another at the Power Networking Conference, make sure you stop me and say hello. I really would like to get to meet you and get to know you better. And just so that you all know, I am a PMP, which is a precious metals professional. So let's get into our presentation. The U.S. Constitution, the document that this country is founded upon, states that the Congress shall have the power to coin money, regulate the value thereof, and of foreign coin, and fix the standard of weights and measures. No state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender and payment of debts. That is Article 1, Sections 8 and 10 of the Constitution. So, as you can see, gold and silver is the money that we should be using in the United States of America. Now, I'm sure we've all seen the old westerns where folks would walk into the saloon with big bags of gold and things like that. But, of course, carrying around gold to make your purchases would just be too cumbersome. So the United States government decided to come up with paper money that was actually backed by gold. As you can see in this picture, it says at the bottom underneath George Washington's photo, in gold coin. You could actually go into a bank, take this paper note, and receive gold and or silver if you had a silver note in exchange for the piece of paper. So you're probably asking yourself now, well, what happened to the gold standard? Now, this is a very interesting story. So here's what happened. The creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913 marked the beginning of the end of the gold standard. 5 years later, the Fed accepted gold from foreign countries as payment for World War I debt. This allowed excess gold reserves to accumulate, and it's what they call free gold, because it wasn't currently required to be backed by printed money. This so-called free gold gave the Fed discretion over how much gold to use in backing the currency and the ability to inflate our currency with the stroke of a pen. Now, a little over a decade later, the Fed forced every single American to surrender their gold currency to the Treasury in exchange for US dollars. And the following year, it revalued their gold, increasing the dollars required to buy an ounce of gold. This action created even more free gold. By 1945, the United States had 75% of the world's monetary gold and the only gold-backed currency. Now, in 1971, President Richard Nixon took the United States off of the gold standard in an effort to address the international dilemma of a looming gold run and the domestic problems of inflation. This new economic policy marked the beginning of the end of the Bretton Woods international monetary system, and it temporarily halted inflation. Now, I want you to understand that in the first decade of existence of the Federal Reserve, the dollar was devalued 55% compared to 10% in the decade prior. Now, from the creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913 until the gold standard was dropped in 1971, the dollar lost 75% of its value. And from 1913 to 2014, the dollar has lost over 96% of its value. Only pennies of its original value remain in our dollar today. As you can see from this chart, since 1932, gold has outperformed the dollar by 4,300%. So now that we're off the gold standard, we have what's called fiat money, which is nothing more than currency that a government has declared to be legal tender, but is not backed by a physical commodity. So our money is no longer backed by gold. We determine, or should I say, the government puts a value on these pieces of paper that we exchange for goods and services. So they put a value of $100, $5, $1, $10, $20, $5. It makes no difference. because they've just made this determination. But what is your money really, really worth? And what you have to understand is that no government that has ever gone to a fiat system has ever survived. The longest that anyone has ever lasted is only 45 years. Another thing that you need to know is that there's an inverse relationship between the trade-weighted US dollar and the price of gold. Trade-weighted value shows how the US dollar is gaining or losing purchasing power compared to its trading partners. However, this inverse relationship isn't as precise as it used to be under the gold standard. Even though the gold standard is gone, there's still a psychological tilt towards gold whenever the value of the US dollar decreases. The inverse relationship remains because a falling dollar increases the value of other countries' currencies. This increases the demand for commodities, including gold. It also increases the prices. When the US dollar starts to lose its value, investors look for alternative investment sources to store value. Gold is an alternative. However, it is important to understand that it's possible for the US dollar and gold prices to increase at the same time. This can occur because of a crisis in some other country or region. This would cause investors to flock to safer assets, the US dollar and gold. The US dollar is also driven by many factors like monetary policy and inflation in the United States versus other countries. It is also driven by economic prospects in the US versus other countries. Investors need to consider all of these factors. So now let's talk about why now is the time to put some bling into your portfolio. As a big proponent of the phrase follow the money, I want you to understand that countries and banks have been stockpiling their gold reserves. Gold prices have been manipulated and kept low over the last 4 years so that these banks and countries can continue to stockpile their gold. But I want you to pay very close attention to Russia and China. These countries have discussed trading in their own currencies to avoid using and continuing the devaluation of the dollar, and have even talked about backing their currencies with gold. Russia has been actually cashing in U.S. treasuries to buy gold, and China has somewhere between 9,000 and 25,000 tons of gold, depending upon the source. Either way, it makes China the largest holder of gold in the world. But you don't have to take my word for it. As you can see from this recent article from Reuters, the Deutsche Bank settled price fixing of the gold market. Also, if you look below, you can see that there are other banks that are being targeted, and Deutsche Bank has agreed to work with the United States government to give them evidence regarding these other banks. HSBC, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and others are recommending an allocation to gold. As you can see from this quote, the US dollar price of gold is in an uptrend with a bullish Elliott wave structure. People often ask if they should invest in physical gold, gold stocks, or gold exchange traded funds, also known as ETFs. Now my question in return to them is, do you want paper wealth or real wealth? Gold stocks have benefited tremendously from the rise in prices of precious metals since the turn of the 21st century. Although some of these companies have earned extremely attractive returns over the years and continue to show promise, they simply are not the same as an investment in physical metals. With the recent collapse of giant financial institutions such as Lehman Brothers, this is a risk many investors are shying away from. ETF investors own nothing more than a stock symbol in their portfolio. It is nearly impossible for retail investors to take delivery of the ounces of gold that they think they own through ETFs. Simply put, ETFs don't insulate you from the risk inherent in the financial system. Although they can be useful to high-frequency traders, they are no substitute for owning physical gold. Now that you have learned why you should invest in gold, I'm sure you still have some concerns, especially if you're a first-time investor. You may be asking yourself if you really have an extra $1,000 plus to spend on something that may not pay dividends soon. Where are you going to store this gold that you purchase? Or how can I be sure that what I'm buying is of high quality? Now, what if I told you there's a way to protect yourself from a failing fiat currency system, bank manipulation, and help you build real wealth at the same time? Now, before I share that with you, I want you to take a look at this short video clip of what could potentially happen to you if you don't start doing something to protect yourself today.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, on your retirement. We'll be happy to cash out your retirement account today. Just a few of the details. Great. Now let me go get your money. There's a little bit more. Okay, we have 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. Now don't spend it all in one place.
The solution I'm speaking of is currency-grade gold, and specifically currency-grade gold from a company called Karatbars. If you're not already taking notes, now is definitely the time, because I'm going to share with you not only some pertinent facts, but some eye-opening ones as well. So sit up, open your mind to the possibilities, and pay very close attention. Now, in order to fully understand the groundbreaking opportunity Karatbars provides, please pay attention to the following facts when comparing Karatbars gold to other gold sellers. Karatbars program is not for traders, it is for savers, and many ask, what does it cost? This is a poverty mentality, because a wealthy mentality asks, what is it worth? Karatbars are private issue, 999.9% 24 karat gold bullion, and are not subject to seizure under the current international bullion laws and U.S. law. Gold coins that have been minted and issued from any government can be recalled to the issuer, aka the government. All gold from Karatbars, though, is privately issued and cannot be confiscated by any so-called authority. Transactions are completed offshore, gold is vaulted offshore, and all transaction records belong to Karatbars. Now, if you want your gold shipped to you, then you have that option as well, which is something that I highly recommend. Karatbars carries the LBMA certification from the Addisay refinery, which lends them to be good for settlement of debt worldwide. And we're going to get more into this LBMA certification in another slide, but I just want you to know that right now. Any and all gold purchases and gold coin purchases that are done in the United States are recorded. The U.S. government knows exactly who has what. Most coins are pure gold on the alloyed standard 91.9% because 24 karat gold is too soft. You do not actually own any government issued coins. You are merely the bearer of the coins. Governments in financial duress can recall gold coins and only pay the bearer face value only. So ask yourself this. Where do you think the U.S. government is going to get the gold to restock their shelves? So let's take a close look at one of these Karatbars. Gold can and is being counterfeited. In order to know the gold is not fake or counterfeit, one must sell that gold to a gold dealer who has the tools to confirm that it is pure. Now with Karatbars, any merchant who is taught what to look for with the naked eye can quickly and easily determine that every Karatbar is not fake, because it has the stamp of the London Bullion Market Association, LBMA Addisay Refinery, on the gold, the signature of the Addisay Refinery's assayer on the card, an embossed serial number that is unique to that particular Karatbar, the refinery's unique hologram covering the entire back of the gold. It even has the weight of that gold marked on the card. You want to own 1 gram Karatbars so that your gold does not need to be sold and converted back to paper money in order to get some future use out of them. Do not take this LBMA certification lightly. It takes 3 years of zero issues for a refinery to get LBMA certified. Karatbars cannot be counterfeited and are verifiable by obvious and instant inspection. With over $1 trillion of spending power, we know there are issues concerning the accumulation of wealth in the African American community. We're going to quickly look at some major points from 3 studies. we're going to look at a report from the Harvest Institute. Then we will take a look at a Nielsen report entitled The Making of a Multicultural Superconsumer. And finally, we'll take a look at a report that came out from the Federal Reserve entitled Exploring the Racial Wealth Gap Using the Survey of Consumer Finances. As you can see from this excerpt from the Harvest Institute report, our dollars do not circulate in our community. There are many reasons for this, which include the lack of quality resources in our community, as well as the lack of African American owned business owners in the community. And for those that do exist, do we support them? In the Nielsen report, you can see an accurate description of the top 20 items we spend our money on compared to Asians and Hispanics. A whopping 85% of our money goes to hair care and beauty needs, while vegetables are not even in the top 10. Some of the things that are listed for other cultures but not for us include books and magazines, school supplies, vitamins, and baby needs. Now I'm just going to leave this here for a moment for you to ponder where you spend your time and spend your money. Now, when we take a look at the report from the Federal Reserve, we see that after the economic collapse of 2008, that black families are lagging behind whites and Hispanics in the accumulation of wealth. Our mean net worth is almost $600,000 behind whites and almost $20,000 behind Hispanics, while our median net worth is over $120,000 behind whites and $3,000 behind Hispanics. And the major reasons appear to be the lack of assets and too much debt. So you're probably saying to yourself, Kevin, you've told us about the financial issues in the black community, but how is Karatbars going to help change this situation? What we're talking about is helping people to own their life. Here's what we mean when we talk about owning your life. When you subtract out the sleeping time, commuting time, working time, and time for things you have to do each and every day of your life, almost all people don't have more than 1 or 2 hours each day to do what they like to do. And if they had the time, would they have the money to do it? We've discovered a way that you can learn to own your life by building a home-based business. And we have a system for doing it that is so simple, anyone can do it. It doesn't require selling, and the best part is it won't take much of your time. I'm going to share a couple of stories with you, but I want you to keep in mind that Karatbars is an international e-commerce company with an affiliate program that allows for people to make money by referring people to buy Karatbars Gold. This opportunity has changed lives all over the world. So let me share these stories with you, and in order to protect the innocent, I will not disclose their names or locations. There's a woman that is a single mother of 3. She was working a full and part-time job. She would have to use public transportation to get to both jobs, and needless to say, she was not spending the type of time she would like with her family. She saw the Karatbars opportunity and initially could not afford to buy gold, although she understood all of the benefits. So what she did is she started purging items that she did not need by having a yard sale. She also started paying closer attention to her wants and her needs. She also started talking to a few people about what she was about to do. Of course, she could not remember all that she learned, so she put them in touch with an affiliate that was helping her to answer their questions. As a result of sharing this opportunity, things started to take off. And after 90 days, she was making over $4,500 a week. She now has a car that is bought and paid for. She was able to leave both jobs, and she is now the classroom mom in her youngest child's 4th grade class. Another example of the power of Karatbars is about a young gentleman who had just graduated from college and was not only strapped with over $50,000 of student loans, but could not find a job in his field that would pay him enough to live off of and pay these loans. He was now back home with his parents, sleeping in the room he grew up in. He was able to convince his parents to make him a short-term loan to begin making gold purchases. He did not tell them he had become an affiliate. After 3 months, he was able to move out into his own place. Needless to say, his folks asked questions about what he was doing because they rarely saw him leave the house. They went to the negative and thought their son had invested their money in the drug market because he was able to pay them back in full in a little over 30 days. But what he did was talk to some of his college friends who were in a similar situation. At last check, this young man was bringing home 5-figure checks, and his student loan debts are now non-existent. In addition to the benefits you see on the picture, there are also some other tangible benefits to owning a home-based business. Eliminate debt, boost your retirement savings, save for a rainy day, pay off your mortgage faster, buy the home or car of your dreams, enjoy significant tax benefits, take a vacation instead of a staycation, and I'm sure if you think about it, you'll discover additional benefits to having a home-based business. Before I can get into the details of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I'm required by law to provide you the following income disclosure statement. The earnings of affiliates/independent business owners mentioned are not necessarily representative of the income, if any, that a Karatbars International affiliate can or will earn through his or her participation in the Karatbars International Compensation Plan. Your success depends upon your skills, work effort, and market conditions. Karatbars International does not guarantee any level of income or success. However, unlike any other opportunity, the worst case scenario that you face as a Karatbars affiliate is that if you decide that this opportunity is not for you, you still end up with a tangible asset, gold, not a garage filled with lotions, potions, and pills. I want you to watch this incredible video by Amazon best-selling author Matt Reddick, who magnificently explains the Karatbars 12-week program and why it makes so much sense to get started immediately in becoming financially free and owning your life.
Hello, and welcome to this short video on how to build a tremendous weekly residual income with Karatbars International. If you follow this very simple yet very effective 12-week strategy, you will earn a minimum of $4,500 a week in residual income. Let me start off by saying that what I'm about to show you is a mathematical formula and is not based on the economy, the stock market, or the price of gold. It's based purely on math, combined, of course, with your efforts. Now, the key to success in any business, but especially with Karatbars, is having a system in place that anyone can follow or duplicate. The Karatbars system is very simple. Move some of your paper money into gold money. And we actually get paid for saving money, not spending money, which is great. And if you follow the plan, you can expect to get the results I'm about to show you right now. So let's now take a look at the Karatbars affiliate 12-week residual income strategy. The first thing you want to do is register and set up your free Karatbars account. Then, to become a part of the affiliate compensation plan, you'll want to immediately acquire a business package. And there are 4 different ones to choose from. And that will open up the key to the vault, the gold vault, you might say. Now, in the 12-week fast track system, you move approximately $63 of paper money each week into gold money and put it into your gold piggy bank, you might say. And in week 1, you want to find 2 people that want to do the exact same thing. Now, before I go any further, let me show you a chart that almost everyone has seen sometime before, but it's important to understand how the Karatbars 12-week income strategy really works. Would you rather have $1 million cash right now, or a penny that doubles every day for 31 days? As the chart shows, starting with the penny and doubling it every day, at the end of 31 days, you end up with over $10 million. But notice that the big jump didn't happen until the last couple of days. Well, it's the same strategy here with our 12-week residual income strategy. This is not a 1-week plan or a 6-week plan. It is a 12-week plan, and the increase happens dramatically, just like the penny, in the last week or so. So at the end of the Karatbars 12-week strategy, you'll be earning $4,500 plus per week if you follow the system, as I'm going to outline. So let's now take a look at how the 12-week strategy works week by week. And by the way, I'm going to illustrate how much your weekly passive residual income would be if you only purchased the lowest business package, which is the bronze package. which cost about $130. Okay, so let's assume that in your first week, as I mentioned, you established your free account, you took $63 of paper money from your wallet and turned it into gold money and put it into your gold piggy bank. And you also found 2 people who did the exact same thing. And for that, you made a whole $14. Not a big deal, right? But keep in mind, in 12 weeks, providing everyone does the same thing that you did, your weekly income will be approximately $4,500 per week. And again, this is a mathematical formula. It's not speculation. Okay, now in week 2, you don't even find 2 new people. You just move $63 of paper money from your wallet, turn it into gold money, and put it into your gold piggy bank. And the 2 people you found in the first week do the same thing that you did. They acquired only a bronze business package and found 2 people who took $63 of paper money from their wallet, turned it into gold money, and put it into their gold piggy bank. Now in week 2, as you can see, you didn't make any money. Why? Because you were helping your 2 people find their 2 people. Once again, remember, in this example, everyone is only purchasing a bronze business package, not the silver or the gold or the VIP. That's our lowest business package, is the bronze business package. In week number 3, you did exactly what you committed to do, took $63 of paper money, turned it into gold money, and put it into your gold piggy bank. And once again, you made 0 money in that particular week. But now in week 4, you took again $63 of paper money from your wallet, turned it into gold money, and put it into your gold piggy bank. But in week 4, you made a little bit more money at $26. And remember that penny, it starts to grow very, very slowly. It's all about duplicating. Again, not a big deal, that $26, but again, everyone is doing the same thing, and the duplication process is beginning to multiply. And here's the key. Everyone was just at the bronze level, and everyone found only 2 people, not 5, 10, or 20, and everyone purchased just 1 gram of gold a week, not any more than that. Now in week 5, the same thing happens. You take $63 from your wallet, you turn it into gold money and put it into your gold piggy bank again. And this time you made $39. But now here comes the aha moment in week 6. In week 6, as you can see, you once again take $63 from your wallet, turn it into gold money, put it into your gold piggy bank. But here's the amazing news about acquiring your gold now. When you start making a certain amount of money every week with Karatbars, they will deduct the cost of 1 gram of gold for you from your commissions. So here's an important question for you. How much did that gold really cost you? The answer is 0, because you've just created a perpetual gold acquisition account. Your gold is now free because you harnessed the system that spins off a perpetual gold acquisition account. It's not coming out of your bank anymore. It's coming out of the commissions that you never had received before until now. So in essence, you're really acquiring your gold for free. And what could be better than free gold, right? All right, let's continue. In week 7, with everyone only buying, again, the lowest business package and bringing in just 2 people, you're now earning $143. In week 8, you're at $286. Week 9, as you can see, $546. Week 10, $1,131. Week 11, $2,223. And by week 12, you're now earning $4,485 per week, almost $4,500 a week, which equates to over $230,000 a year. Now remember, the 12-week residual income strategy simply revolves around you exchanging some of your paper money into gold money, finding 2 people that will do the exact same thing, and helping them find 2 people who will also follow the system just as I've outlined. Now, here's an important question you're probably wondering. How does Karatbars pay you? Well, every Friday, your earnings are placed on a Karatbars Gold MasterCard, which is given to you as a Karatbars affiliate. And this MasterCard was recently voted MasterCard of the Year. It's the best and most versatile debit card in the world. But now I want you to think about this. What would happen to your income if you started out with the silver package, which costs approximately $325? But everyone else below you still only purchased the bronze package? Well, as a silver level affiliate, you will earn twice the money that the bronze package would have paid you. And this time, by the 4th week, not the 6th week, Karatbars will be sending you free gold because of the perpetual gold acquisition account you now have. You're now getting free gold in the 4th week. But the best news of all is that in the 12th week, you're now earning twice the bronze commission level, which is going to be almost $9,000 per week. Now, the gold package gets even better. If you purchase the gold business package, which costs around $800, and everyone else below you still just purchased the bronze package, you'll now be earning $13,425 per week, or about $54,000 per month. Wouldn't that be a nice income? And all you did was take $63 of paper money from your wallet each week, turned it into gold money, and put it into your gold piggy bank, and showed 2 other people how to do the exact same thing. And it's replicated down the line. Now, here's an important note to keep in mind. You haven't really spent any money at all. You've simply moved some of your paper currency into a gold savings account, you might say. And we get paid handsomely for saving money, not spending it. Isn't that great? And by the way, the only money recognized worldwide is 24 karat 999.9 pure gold bullion. And that's what you get with Karatbars. And one more bit of great news here. If you happen to have purchased the VIP business package, which cost approximately $2,100, and everyone else below you still only purchased a bronze package, the minimum one, you'd be earning a minimum, are you ready for this? $19,900 a week in residual income, which equates to $1 million a year. Income that is not dependent on your daily personal production or activity. And by the way, at some point, everyone in your organization will upgrade to the VIP level because it only makes sense. And to upgrade, you only have to pay the difference between the cost of the business package they have now and the one that they want to upgrade to. So now that you've seen this simple 12-week strategy to building a tremendous weekly residual income of $4,500 a week or more, the only other question I have for you is, when do you want to get started? Opportunity is knocking. Are you going to answer it? So here's what I want you to do. Get back with the person who introduced you to Karatbars International and this brief overview. Tell them that you want to be on the fast-track 12-week plan to $4,500 a week in residual income. Then open up your free account right away with Karatbars, purchase a business package, and then acquire 1 gram of gold a week and find 2 people your first week who will do exactly what you just did. And then help them to do the same in your second week, and on down the line it goes. It really is just that easy and simple. Now, as a final thought, let me share with you what I think is true, and that's this. Success waits for no one. You have to go after it. And I believe that this opportunity is one worth going after.
I'm sorry to say this opportunity is not for everyone. At this time, we're looking for a select group of partners, no more than 50. These select men and women are self-starters seeking to own their life, become financially free, while helping others at the same time. Partners that realize the price of gold has been artificially suppressed for years by banks and governments, and that gold is a way to accumulate wealth, secure their finances, and create a legacy against a fiat currency. The current members of my team and I are fully committed to your success. We bring a wide array of beneficial relationships and disciplines. Just a sample of the expertise that you will have access to are in the fields of insurance, investment planning, business development, customer relationship, retirement planning, government affairs, as well as certified financial educators. I want to thank you for joining me on the Gold is Money and Money is Currency presentation. For those of you that are ready to join my team and commit to a 12-week Fast Start partnership towards financial freedom, make sure you go and register for your free affiliate account today at www.goldbarsavingsclub.com. And let me be the first to welcome you to the family.